What is going on, X community? This is Exostomp here, and today, people, we're going to be going over week number 2 for the EDL Monotype. What are we on? Season 3, right? And joining me, of course, today, and probably forever, you're trapped here, is going to be Galaxy Ball.
Let me out.
And now, before we go over these, question of the video is actually, what is your favorite Gen 7 Pokemon? For me, it's probably gonna be Golisopod. I like the design of Golisopod, as well as it being the only Pokemon at the time with first impression was cool, and its ability was also very unique, so I did like it.
As for me, I never played a Gen 7 Pokemon game. I skipped Sun and Moon, as well as Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Boo.
So, hey now, don't judge me. You can judge me a little.
Oh.
But if I were to pick one, even though it's a starter, it's the design that caught my eye the most out of all the Gen 7s, and that would be the Decidueye. I just really like the design. I think the only other owl was Noctowl in Gen 2, right? Has there been any other owl Pokemon? I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Me neither.
But I really like the design. I like the idea of archery, of an archery kind of style. I feel like that's pretty unique. I don't know of any other Pokemon that captures that very well. And then Grass Ghost is also just a cool typing. I just think the flavor of it's really nice compared to everything else. Just in terms of first impressions of it. But yeah, that's my favorite one.
Okay, alright. Cool. I guess let's then go on to number 10, or 10th place, and that is going to be Eternal Darkness. So, we already talked about this last week. They did get a forfeit. It was drama. We're not going to talk about it again. But for this week, they were up against probably their hardest matchup, which is going to be fighting. They lost, what was it, 4-4, right?
I believe so.
And sadly, they couldn't get in Hoopa freely. They thought that they would live I think it was a close combat from Pangoro, and sadly Hoopa
Pangoro is rough. That thing just punched things to death in that match. It was violent.
Yeah. Sadly, they're gonna be up against Fairy this week, which, I mean, back-to-back hard matches, but after that, I think they're gonna have a better time. If they are able to win this next match, which is gonna be really hard for them, I will be impressed. I'll be very impressed.
Yeah, I think Bisharp's gonna be absolutely clutch in that Fairy matchup. I'm very excited to see how that thing plays out, because Bisharp, as I've said before, is one of my favorites, and I think it's gonna be their MVP.
I think Skuntank's gotta come in clutch as well.
Oh, true.
Oof. But that was 10th place. Let's go on to 9th, which is going to be Water's. Very surprising. They are 0-2 right now with a -3 differential. Like I said, very surprising, because Water is definitely one of the top types in Monotype, because, I mean, you have Rain, so it's very scary. But yeah, they were versing Dragon, which they had Kingdra for them, so it was very hard for them to break through that Kingdra.
Yeah, Kingdra absolutely walled their team in the later stages of the game, and it was virtually impossible for them to break through it. So their first match didn't go super well for them, and then this one was really difficult as well. So I think similar to Dark, after this they have the chance to just kind of steamroll ahead. But because I'm really interested, especially in seeing their Pelipper Swampert combos. I mean, you could already see Swampert's got 4 kills already, which is pretty high for even with 2 losses. So they definitely have the strength potential in this matchup. They just gotta get their foot on the ground, I guess you could say.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. Hopefully they're not. I didn't check if they're versing electric, but that will be a little scary for them.
They are versing in week 3. Hold on. Team Wetworks is versing TFT Gang, which is
the hardest.
Oh, that's Psychic. Huh?
That's gonna be a little hard, but we'll see what happens. I actually can't wait for that match. All right, 8th place is going to be Dragon. Hey, we just talked about them.
Yeah.
So Kingdra did come in clutch this match. It did sort of save them the win, because it's got Swift Swim, so even in rain, this thing can destroy. And since they brought rain, Kingdra was there to abuse it. So yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, even with the 1-1, unfortunately they're at a negative differential, but they're pretty close to going back into the positives, especially in their next matchup. They will be up against, if I can check the list real quick, Team Gumi is going to be up against DP Lurantis, which is the electric team. So that'll be pretty interesting to watch.
Oh yeah.
Dragon has an innate resistance to electric, so they have a bit of an advantage going in. But
as well, they have Zygarde with 1,000 arrows.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes. I think they definitely have the advantage starting out, but Electric's been playing pretty well. So
yeah, I've been saying this again and again, but I said that they should change up their team a little bit, and they actually did. Yeah, since this is week 2, I didn't update it yet, but the Axew, they basically evolved. The Gumi and the Axew evolved. They got Fracture and Sliggoo now, which, alright, that's not necessarily what I meant, but it's better, yeah. Fracture is pretty scary, okay.
But, I can see Fracture doing a bit of work.
Yeah, definitely.
Not sure about Sliggoo though.
Violate, it's a thing, maybe.
We'll see. Prove us wrong, guys.
Yeah. But 7th place, we got Calculated Risk. Okay, so we actually versed them this week, and we were able to beat them, mainly because they don't have an answer to Lando.
Or they didn't. Now they do.
Well, yes. They traded that Aegislash out for Corviknight, so now they have another Defogger as well as a Flying type, which means they are not as weak to Earthquake as last week, the last 2 weeks. But yeah, we weren't scared of Bronzor, but we did bring Knockoff. So yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun match. I think it showed the power of our team pretty nicely, which was good. But as far as Steel goes, they have a very strong composition, and Steel is an extremely powerful type. So now that their team is a bit more rounded in terms of their weaknesses, I think they are going to be able to shine in the upcoming matches. And Steel is going to be against, remember, Team Rabombat, so they're going to be up against the normal types.
Oh, so they have a big advantage here.
Yeah, I think Steel is going to be doing pretty well against them. So
they do have Diggersby and, well, yeah, just mainly Diggersby, which is scary. But they do have Corviknight now, so we'll definitely see that come in handy. Alright, and for 6th place, well, we were just talking about them, Team Rabombat X. So, yeah, they do have Lopunny and Diggersby for next week, but this last week, who were they versing again? They were versing Psychic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the Psychic team is extremely scary. You guys will see once we get up to them. They are pretty much dominating the league right now. So,
yeah, I think it kind of goes to show just the power of Psychic if you can get your hands on some of those critical mons, because they'd be shredding, and against normal it was no exception. I mean, I think it was a 4. I think it was it 4?
It was 3.
It was 3. Okay. So all in all, it was. I think at the end it was fairly close. They definitely had the chance with Snorlax, but with the Haze Bring, unfortunate. But But yeah, it was a fun game to watch, definitely.
Oh yeah.
'Cause there were some turns in the middle.
Yeah. It is pretty weird to see. I think it was. Shoot, I forgot what it was. I think I was like thinking that they would bring a knockoff Diggersby or something, but that was way off. So
Yeah, they did not bring Diggersby that game, which was interesting. They brought Obstagoon, but I don't think we saw a knockoff from it. I guess it just didn't have the time to throw one out.
I think I watched their video and they said that Facade just did more across the board because it's stab plus guts. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, that when Obstagoon, because I used it in a previous draft. It is interesting because they're both so powerful, and it's really hard to decide what you want more. Do you want a little bit of extra power from Facade, or do you want the utility of being able to knock off?
Or do you want to just party shot out?
Or just partying shot and get the heck out of there. So
The wall.
no wall. Let's hope they can use the wall in the next match and take care of business.
Oh yeah. For 5th place, it's gonna be, of course, the Electric team. So they did take a loss this week. Very, very great game to watch.
Super close.
Yeah, never say it's over until it's actually over. Cause, if you guys didn't watch it, honestly, you should watch it. Cause it was one of the best games so far that we've seen.
Yeah. I also would like to point everyone's attention to Zeraora's kill count. That thing is a menace to society, and it needs to be taken down.
Yeah. I think I'll see if we could fit in the kill leaderboard. I didn't have it set up actually. I probably should have, but I'll try to set it up. But yeah, it was a great game.
Second place has 4 kills and a 4 differential. Zeraora has 7 kills and a 6 differential. It's a pretty big leap ahead.
Look, it's Zeraora. What do you expect? Come on.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. They actually broke that Pokemon. Alright. In 4th place is going to be none other than us. Okay. We were versing Calculated Risk, aka the Steel team. So we just brought Lando, Moltres, and Skarmory, and then we're like, let's throw in Dragonite. It's got Dragon Dance, it's got Earthquake stuff, we'll bring it.
Turns out it worked pretty well.
Yeah. We put on Power Up Punch, thinking, whatever, we have an extra move slot, maybe we could press it and get a +1. Yeah, we swept with it, which is nice.
Yeah, it was like the most convenient time to have that move. And it worked out super well for us. So it gave us a clean, I think we got 4-0?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Without the power up punch, it probably would have been 3-0. So having that extra differential put us into the positives, which was nice after the unfortunate loss against the normal team the first game. I think this is a good boost for our team, and we're going up against the fighting team next, which, as a flying type team, will have a bit of an advantage against to start out. So hopefully we can keep this victory streak rolling.
Yeah. And just to point out, our first week we had 2
Crobat
swaps
and Mandibuzz for Thunderous T and Drifloon now.
Right. The reason we already said it last week, but yeah, I think it's working out a lot better because Thunderous is so far, it hasn't gotten a kill yet, but it has been a really good pivot. So
yeah, that's Thunderous's main point. Yes, it has a massive special attack stat, but its utility as a pivot and a tank for electric moves, and even not ground moves, a bit in terms of ice department, it works out pretty well as just a nice utility for a team. So we're probably gonna bring that some more.
Oh yeah, definitely. And for 3rd place, we have Belligerent Brawlers, or the fighting team. This was sort of okay. I'm pretty sure anyone could have guessed fighting was gonna win against Dark. Yes, it was. It wasn't a stomp. I wouldn't call it a stomp because it was a 4-0.
There were some smart moves on both sides, and I think Dark made some good calls in certain positions. Unfortunately, they just Pangoro. My God.
Yeah, Pangoro got 3 kills this game, and they decided to sack it off at the end just to get an easy switch into I believe it's Metacham and win. But Metacham and Pangoro both put in some work this game. Okay. So, second place is going to be Barry. Wow. So, what can we say? Okay, if you go all the way to the bottom, you can see Slurpuff, 4 kills, 0 deaths. Like we said before, if you didn't watch the game, you gotta watch it, okay? Slurpuff dominated this game. You wouldn't really expect a Slurpuff to do good against an electric team per se, but it did. Belly Drum, Unburden, Citrus Berry, I think it was. It went in. So yeah, it was.
I wasn't expecting. I think they brought three setup mons, in terms of Mimikyu, Clefable, and Slurpuff, and worked out pretty well for them. I was interested in their strategy, but they've been running this team really nicely. They do. It's interesting. They have a 2 differential, with 2 wins. So both their matches have been very close. But they've been pulling it through at the end, which is pretty cool. So Barry has been very fun to watch in these last two matches, and I'm hoping it's going to continue in the future. And I think I already said who they are up against next, but just as a quick thing, who are they up against? Oh, they're up against Dark Knight. That's right.
Right. Yes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have an easier time with this match because the last 2 matches were pretty even, whereas Dark and Fairy, Dark's in a disadvantage, but if Dark can win, that's gonna be a big win for them.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how that plays out for sure.
Yeah. And for first place, I think you guys already know it is. Whoops! It is going to. Well, okay, it's gonna be for Psychic. There you go, TFT gang. Yeah, they have a 7 differential right now. It's a little scary. We did predict that they were gonna do very well because their team comp is just very good in general, and so far we're right, which is not that good for us. A little scared.
Oh, I just realized Delphox still has a 5 kill differential because I was testing something out. Delphox didn't kill 5 mons backstage, okay? You don't have to worry about your Pokemon, guys. They're fine.
They're all dead. It didn't come, but it got 5 kills somewhere.
Yeah, just backstage somewhere. They're just 5 dead Pokemon stuck in the corner. But I was gonna say Tapu Lele and Gallade have been absolutely dominating. I mean, we just see the strength of Tapu Lele laying down the Psychic Train, just giving their entire team a boost, and Gallade using that to its advantage, just being an absolute. I love Mega Gallade. It's such a cool. It looks awesome. It's really strong. It's a great complement to their team, just in terms of its typing. Just overall, their composition has been fantastic, and Deoxys Speed has been doing pretty well. I mean, it's Deoxys. It's a really good Pokemon. So they keep it up, guys. You're shredding out there.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to the logo. I just put a Teamfight Tactics logo up there. That is not their logo. I mean, I could just put.
I was trying to figure out what that was.
I could just put a I could put the word gang underneath it, and there you go. There's your logo.
Perfect.
But yeah, Deoxys did destroy the fighting team mainly because it has superpower. I will admit, Deoxys is a good Pokemon. I just still feel like Latios or Latias would fit good here. I'm sorry. That's me.
We'll see what happens.
I guess, who are they versing now?
Psychic team is versing the only Team Wetworks. They're versing Water type.
Right, yeah, so, I actually really hope, Wetworks can get a win here. Mainly because I want to see Psychic fall. No, mainly because I want to see them actually, get a win in general. Because I know Water can destroy. Right now they haven't been having the best time, but with these types coming up, I think they're going to be doing a lot better. Let's see if I can get the kill leaderboard up. Wait, I have an idea. Will the idea work? Who knows? Nope, that's the wrong. Nope. Okay, you know what? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna cut that out. Alright, guys. Sadly, we cannot look at the kill leaderboard, but we can go over them real quick. If you want to do that for me, or you want to start?
Okay. Yeah. So, are we starting at the bottom or the top?
You choose. I don't care.
Okay. Well, right at the top, as we said before, Zeraora has 7 kills and 6 differential, so it did die once, but I think it's pretty clear to see Zeraora absolutely smacking people around, doing what it does, fast, strong,
Haha.
plasma fists. You know how it goes.
I got it.
So clean kill lead with Zeraora right now.
I totally am not editing this while you're talking. Don't worry about it.
Just listen to my voice, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Second place is it's a tie. Dragonite's first because Dragonite's better. Clearly, no, it's Alpha, guys.
Wow.
Dragonite with a 4 kill, 4 differential. Very solid. Hasn't died. Got 4 solid kills. Really showed its power this match against Steel type. Third place we have Slurpuff. Another 4 kill, 4 differential. Didn't die. Really showed the strength of Slurpuff, surprisingly, in this matchup. Again, go see that. That was crazy. And I'm scared to fight this thing whenever we are fighting against Fairy Team. It will murder people. Fourth place, we have Mega Gallade, which similar 4 kills, but it did die, so it has a 3 differential. But again, Mega Gallade. And in 5th place on the same team, Tapu Lele, the same score, 4-3. Mega Gallade and Tapu Lele, super powerful. Just absolutely pivotal to the Psychic team and really crushing it. 6th place on the normal team, we have Heliolisk with another 4-3. Heliolisk has been, I feel like, their MVP. I mean, it's one of their strongest offensive mons, plus with the Volt Switch, super fast and super usable in like any situation. It's got great moves, and it's been key to both their matchups, I would say.
Oh yeah,
that
definitely.
They've been in. So definitely shown its strength. 7th place, we have Ninetales Alola with a 3-3 on the Fairy team. Or not Fairy team, sorry. Wait, yes, Fairy team.
Yeah, Fairy.
Wait.
Hmm?
Is it a Fairy team?
Yep.
Okay. So, yes, okay. For some reason I was mixing up Fairy and Psychic in my mind. I mean, Ninetales, we've seen before in our last draft, Ninetales is a great Pokemon in Alola form. The Hail really helped them out, I feel like, against the Water type. I think that was the first match they were against Water.
Yes.
And it was just super nice. And in this one, it also just was really... Actually, did they bring in this one? I can't remember. That might just be all from the first one.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was just super strong in the Water matchup, and it's keeping it in the leaderboard right now.
Mm-hmm.
8th place Mega Swampert with a 4-2, so pretty solid. Again, super strong. Pretty much the core bruiser in the Water type draft. Just that's what Drizzle is meant for. It's meant for Mega Swampert to just get in there and start punching people. So that's what it does. 9th place, we have Kingdra with a 3-2. I think that was mostly from this second game. Kingdra really showed its power, and got a nice solid victory for the Dragon team. And 10th place, we have Metacham with a 3-2. In this game, Fighting Type was able to bring a Metacham near the end and kind of sweep up. So it got a boost to its differential pretty nicely. So yeah, there's your top 10 for this week.
Yes, so our goal, everyone, is to get rid of that Zera aura from first to like at least second, okay? That's all. That's it.
We'll see.
No, but honestly, I think if your Mons aren't on here, they were only from the first 2 weeks, so you don't have to worry too much. There are some Mons that have the same differential as like 9th and 10th, but of course we're only gonna do 10. We're not gonna do like all the Pokemon. So I just put the ones that I thought like the team, no one had like, let's say Dragon didn't have anyone on here. I put it on there, as well as Fighting. I put Mega Metacham on here just because let's say Psychic has one that's 3-2 as well. They already have 2 Pokemon on here. I just want to give everyone, the chance if they have the same differential.
It shows what the best of each team is for the most part.
Yeah.
And I think that's more important than having, unless one team just absolutely dominates the leaderboard, then go for it. But
yeah,
I think it makes sense when there's a tie to show what the stronger on the team is.
Correct. But yeah, this was a long power rankings, but we wanted to go over kill leaderboard as well. A little sloppy on my part, but don't worry, guys. Hopefully, we can laugh about this.
But novice, we're making progress.
Yeah, this is look, it'll get better as time goes on. Hopefully.
All right. Well, good luck in your matches this week, guys. Week 3. A couple of interesting trades, so keep an eye out for that in your next matchups. Make sure you know what you're up against this time. But yeah.
I like it. All right. Yep. Good luck, everyone. And have a good week. All right. Peace.